shift our focus to the latest coming in from Karnataka, and we have an update, viewers, as far as the Bengaluru Stampede case is concerned. Some very crucial inputs coming in on that particular story. The status report of the Bengaluru Stampede has been accessed by Times Now, and Karnataka government report in fact is talking about several lapses here. As per the report, there was no police nod for RCB victory parade that took place. DNA company did not seek formal permit. Cops denied approval for 3rd of June parade that took place. Despite that, the RCB here went ahead despite no clearance. In fact, the government's report to the Karnataka High Court on Bengaluru Stampede incident outlines, in fact, a series of lapses and mismanagement. Let me straight away go across to my colleague Imran, joining us live right now for more on this. Imran, Bengaluru Stampede case, you've accessed the status report. Can you take us through the key highlights from this particular status report?
Well, the status report very clearly lays the blame on the RCB, DNA and KSCA over the failure in the stampede which happened, which led to the death of 11 people at Chinnaswamy Stadium. And this clearly states that it's a complete series of lapses and mismanagement on the part of the DNA. I said that they really not only not informed the police, but it informed the police at a possible victory parade on June 3rd, the day it was happening. And they did not formally seek any permission according to the 2009 city regulations what the police has came, leading to a denial of approval by the Kaban Park police of the victory parade. Despite this, RCB went ahead with the event, posting public invitations on social media on June 4th is what the cops are saying. They said that including they put out a video featuring Virat Kohli inviting fans for a free entry celebration. That these are the things, a series of mishaps which led to the overall deaths of 11 people at Chinnaswamy Stadium. Stampede is what the government has said in a sealed note to the High Court. The High Court had over this issue, the government advocate had said that it's a very confidential issue report and they cannot open it. But the High Court had demanded that it should be submitted, and now the report has been submitted, sealed cover. The documents accessed by shows that the state government lays the entire blame on DNA, RCB and KSCA for the mismanagement and series of lapses and not taking adequate permission from the cops and going ahead and announcing on social media about this event, and including featuring a video of Virat Kohli saying that all fans are invited for a free entry celebration at Chinnaswamy Stadium.
Right. Stay on with us, Imran. We have Prashant GS of the BJP joining us on the broadcast as well. Good morning, Mr. Prashant. Appreciate you speaking with us here on Times Now. We've exclusively accessed some important pointers from this particular report of Karnataka government that has been submitted to Karnataka High Court on the Bengaluru Stampede case, and this outlines a series of lapses as well as mismanagement. It seems that the onus is now being put, essentially on RCB, the event management company, and in a way the government also seems to be defending its decision to actually suspend some police officials after the stampede took place that claimed lives. Your first reaction?
First reaction is that the suspension of one of the IPS officers was revoked by the Central Administrative Tribunal, wherein it was very categorical that the officers could do best in the limited and they did not have any direct role in this particular tragedy. And we were sure, as BJP, the Siddaramaiah government will never be accountable to the people of Karnataka, because though 11 lives were lost, they are not accountable. They're only wanting to play the blame game. For example, it was Siddaramaiah's tweet which requested people to gather numbers for felicitation steps. Is the CM not responsible? And what was the DCM doing in receiving the players at the airport, then in Vidhan Sabha, then he was part of the event in Chinnaswamy Stadium. This was a planned event by the government, wherein all their ministers, their relatives, extended family members, everybody was busy clicking selfies, including the grandson of the chief minister was on the dais in Vidhan Sabha, indicating that this was a government event well by all the...
Right. Sir, I think we've got a bad audio line out there, Mr. G.S. Prashant, but appreciate you joining us here on Times Now and sharing with us your perspective. Let me go back to my colleague Imran, who continues to be with us at this point in time. Imran, so essentially, the blame is once again, in this particular report also, being put on RCB, the event management company, KSCA, for organizing this unilateral celebration. And again, the government has absolved itself of all the responsibilities despite the presence of deputy chief ministers and other important people from the government at this event.
Well, absolutely. In fact, not just this with sealed cover, the government status report which they have submitted, but they've also, including the Justice Michael D. Kuna report, which the government had constituted, has given clean sheet to the government, but given lay the blame on the cops and the RCB and the DNA and the KCA for series of mismanagement lapses. So they have absolved themselves of any kind of responsibility in this entire fiasco which happened, which led to the death of 11 people. Now the opposition is targeting the government, saying that the government is conveniently laying the blame on the RCB, DNA and the cops. However, they are not owning up to any responsibility for the deaths which happened. There were a series of decisions taken, and it could have been taken unless there is a political will for it. So they're saying that the government is absolving itself of the responsibility, however passing on the blame to cops, RCB and DNA and KCA.
I was looking at some of the pointers that you've accessed, Imran. Now, they also seem to suggest that how this event was allowed to go ahead, and it also claims that it was a measured response, keeping in mind crowd psychology, etc. So as per the report, amid concerns that abruptly shutting down the victory celebration scheduled at the stadium could potentially incite violence among the gathered crowd and adversely impact overall law and order across the city, and they allowed the event to continue. That's absolutely shocking.
Well, absolutely. In fact, the report and the Michael D. Kuna's commission report very clearly highlights the lapses on the part, unless there is a political decision to take in, because the cops, the DCP Vidhan Sada is on record his statement that they cannot control the crowd, the number of people who are coming, and it given a short notice, they will not be able to control the crowd. Despite their warnings, despite the police denying the permission for a victory parade, they were forced to carry out and ensure that the event happens. But to be on record, there was no permission for what happened in Chinnaswamy Stadium. So the opposition is asking, if there was no permission, why did the Deputy Chief Minister go to facilitate the players there? Why was he there for an event when the event didn't have any permission? So these are some of the questions which the status report doesn't answer. But the opposition is saying that the government is not willing to take on any blame, but pass it on to the cops and to other RCB and
Imran,
DNA.
requesting to stay on with us. We have Mr. Ashok Gowda of the BJP also now joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Ashok Gowda, good morning. Thank you for speaking with us here on Times Now. We've accessed some important details from government's report, Karnataka government's report, to the Karnataka High Court on the Bengaluru Stampede. And what I can tell you is, as per the details we've accessed, RCB made unilateral call for the victory parade, and at the same time, the report mentions there was lack of proper planning by the organizers. In fact, the social media post by RCB and the event management company was the one that created confusion. Organizers failed to open gates at the appropriate time, in a way putting the onus completely on RCB, the event management company, and the state Karnataka board. Your reaction?
See, this was known. This is how this is going to come out. And that is why we've been saying that any kind of an investigation which happens under CM Siddaramaiah, it will be like a Siddaramaiah investigation team, not an appropriate and a fact-check team. So, see, when Satyavati came out and clearly said she is a DPR secretary who has already taken we want to take VRS. Why? Because she wanted to escape from the investigation. And now she came out on that day and said that everybody are invited. There will be two events, one in front of Vidhan Sauda, and there will be a parade, and then there will be another event in Chinnaswamy Stadium. Who was she representing? Was she not representing the state government because she was a DPR secretary? Same thing was tweeted by DK Shivkumar, CM Siddaramaiah, that all are welcome. This was at 9:30 in the morning. So who will be held responsible? Siddaramaiah is not responsible. Govind Raju, then the CM's political advisor, also had tweeted and also had come out on the media and said that there will be 2 events, please come and join. And as many people, everybody are welcome. Without proper planning and in spite of DCP Vidhan Sauda stating that we will not be able to provide security for all these people, they went out and did an event in front of Vidhan Sauda parade, and then they wanted to do an event in Chinnaswamy Stadium. And believe me or not, on record I'm saying this, at 3:12, when the CM Siddaramaiah with his grandson having a masala dosa in Janardhan Hotel, very clearly they stated, one person said that, sir, too much of crowd has gathered and there is a stampede which is happening there and people are in pathetic condition. CM Siddaramaiah said that whoever was flagging the RCB flag from morning till evening, so let them answer. Why should I be answering? This is the information what we have, and from the right source, and that to the person who gave the information to CM Siddaramaiah. Then who should be held responsible now? So this is the question what CM Siddaramaiah should answer to himself, DK Shivakumar should answer to himself, and Shalini Rajneesh and Satyavati should answer. Because of all these people, innocent people have been killed in Karnataka today. And the entire blame game or anything which has to be blamed, whoever has to be blamed, it is only CM Siddaramaiah, DK Shivakumar, then Parameshwar should be blamed and not anybody else.
All right, Mr. Ashok Gowda, appreciate you joining us here on Times Now and sharing with us your perspective. I'm also joined by Mr. Udit Raj of the Congress Party. Sir, good morning. Thank you for speaking with us here on Times Now. Your reaction to the details of the report that Times Now has access, the status report that has been submitted by Karnataka government to the High Court on Bengaluru Stampede. Now, the opposition in the state of Karnataka says that it is actually the government that's responsible, but it is the event management company RCB and the state cricket board that's being made the scapegoat here. Entire onus has been shifted on them. There is no mention of the reason why Mr. DK Shivakumar was also present at that event in this report when it was a private event and the government had nothing to do with it. Your reaction?
See, it's a height of hypocrisy and, of course, audacity on the part of BJP, where government management was directly involved, say, in Kumbh Mela and other places. So BJP even does not acknowledge that a stampede happened or untoward incident happened on the account of failure of administration. Whereas in this case, though it was an event of autonomous body and it was not directly controlled by government, yet the government took strong action, and those who were involved, they were punished also. The now report has come out, they will be further punished. So what to do when they have come down to such a level? So they will not give the account of their state where the mighty fellows are there.
All right. Mr. Udit Raj, appreciate you joining us here on Times Now and sharing with us your perspective on this. And this is going to be our top focus ahead as well. For now, slipping into a very, very short break. We'll be back with lots more. Stay with us.